Assalamu alaikum everybody, this is Ayesha Nasir, the original ScaryAmmi, here to talk to you yet again about how to become the best mothers we can be. Because that's really what the journey of motherhood is about, isn't it? About becoming the best possible mothers you and I can be. And today I'm going to talk about the importance of praising your child, but also what words should you use when praising your child. Because those words can have a long-lasting impact on the child and can shape how the child sees himself or herself. So obviously, first off, it is really important to praise your child, really important to give them a pat on the back, really important to make them feel like they're special, they're awesome, they're great, and of course they're awesome, they're your kids. How can they not be awesome? But sometimes it's important to just say it to them, because studies have shown again and again and again that the self-esteem a child has and how a child perceives himself or herself is really proportional to the kind of boost they get at home. So remember, first off, you have to, as often as you can, tell your child, him or her, that he is amazing, because he is. But if we don't say it often enough, then the child kind of yearns for our approval, yearns for our praise. And it's just important to say this every day so the child knows it's not related to their grades, it's not related to how well they've done in sports, how well they've done in extracurricular, how well they're doing XYZ. It's just important to tell them that they are amazing because of who they are. They are amazing, period. No conditions attached. The second, really important praise to give a child and really important words to use, because remember, children are getting their signals from us. If we're going to tell our child, you're amazing because you're getting all A stars, then they will automatically start thinking that only children who get A stars are amazing, and that the only amazing thing to do in the world is to get A stars. But no, it is amazing to be compassionate. Use this word for your child. So whenever, Ahil is like my angel, I call him, which is not right because they're all angels, but Ahil has the world's most compassionate heart. So if there's a beggar begging and I'm not giving him or her money, there'll be tears in Ahil's eyes. If there's a child who was bullied at school, Ahil will come home and be upset about it or want to talk about it. If anybody, one of the servants is upset or has had a fight or is throwing a tantrum, Ahil is the one who will come to me and say, oh mama, can you do this for them? Oh mama, can you intervene? Oh mama, can you do this? Our neighbor's servant's child, he's the one who's most clued in terms of compassion. And so I always say to Ahil, but I also say to Kayan, Rani and Sharan, well, not Sharan that much, that that was such a compassionate thing to do. That showed great compassion. Use these words so they know that showing compassion for another human being is something that we want them to show. So don't just say, oh, amazing, you're so brainy, you're so great in school, I'm so proud of you. Also say, I'm so proud of you because that showed compassion. I'm so proud of you because what you just said shows that you have a kind heart. I'm so proud of you because what you just did shows that you are compassionate and care about other human beings. And we need people who will care about other human beings. And this is something, so I do feel that schools in Pakistan are not really nurturing creativity. They're definitely not. Maybe some schools are doing it better than other, but generally my experience has been that because we're so focused on grades and the results and the report cards, and we have private schools over here, so private schools are kind of pandering to parents and it's a business, etc., etc. That's a separate topic. I do feel that we are not nurturing creativity and we're not bringing up very creative individuals. So one of my favorite compliments to give is, oh my God, you are so creative. Say this to a child. Encourage him to think outside the box. And so for example, Kayan is not very artistic. He doesn't have great control over coloring pencils and all. But whenever he draws something, I'm oh my God, Kayan, that's so creative, because his ideas are amazing. And whenever they write something in creative writing, even if the language is off, etc., I make it a point to say, oh wow, guys, that's a really creative idea. Also other things, if they're doing a creative play, or if they're doing anything, let's say they've made up a game which can be as simple as, tag a child and run around. use the word. Say, that's a really creative way to play. Or if they're playing outside and they've come up with like an obstacle course race, which Ahil loves doing, say to him again, Ahil, that is so creative. And like use these words so that they start thinking more creatively, because remember, children are getting their cues from what mamas and babas are saying. So if we praise creativity instead of praising always mathematical skills and grades, etc., we are encouraging creativity. We're allowing creativity to bloom. Another thing which I really like saying to them is that I really am proud of them for working hard. So this is something that's really, really important to say to your child. So basically, I'm like a huge sports mom. Those of you who follow ScaryAmmi would know. And mashallah, Kayan, Ahil, Rania are all three are great swimmers. They're also horse riders. They're into athletics. I'm a huge sports mom, and I'll do a separate video log on that. But it's, in sports you will lose, because sports can be very, very competitive at a very early age. You will lose, or you can lose. You might not always win. You might put in your best, but you might lose by a few milliseconds. So it's so important to tell them, I'm so proud of you for working hard. The same thing for exams. They might have had a bad day. They might not do so well in their midterm assessments and do brilliantly in the finals. That can happen. So what we need to tell them is, we are proud of you for working hard. We are proud of you for putting in the effort. We are proud of you for pushing yourself. We are proud of you for all the work you've put into becoming the best sportsman you can be, into becoming the best person you can be, into becoming the best athlete you can be. Really important to just praise the effort. Otherwise, you're going to raise children who will be obsessed with coming first, will be unhappy, because let's face it, no one can always come first. And the last is something I feel is important to say to them, because not every child is going to stand first in class. That's just not possible. And a lot of children start doubting themselves and start wondering if they're even smart, or if they're even intelligent, or if they're even worthy. Which is why I'm so against grades at a young age, but that's the system. So remember to tell them that they're super intelligent and they're super brainy, because every child is. And I say this specifically for those children who are maybe getting B's, which is completely okay if you're getting B's or C's. You will find your niche, you will excel if you stay focused, find what you're good at and stay focused. But coming back to grades, it's okay if you're getting B's, but what's not okay is you feeling as a child that you're not smart enough, or you're not intelligent, or you're not brainy. Which is why it's so important for the mom to say, oh, that's such a smart thing to say. That is such an intelligent thing to say. I am so proud of you. You are so intelligent. You're so brainy. You're so clever. Use these words. Tell them that they're smart. They're super smart. Grades, yes, they matter. Grades don't determine how smart or intelligent or creative a child is. So that's it for today, moms. Thank you for watching. Remember, the aim behind these video logs is to help you and me become the best moms we can. Use praise for your child and use it liberally, but also be conscious of the kind of praise that you're using. Tell them they're compassionate. Tell them they're hardworking. Tell them they're intelligent. Tell them they're amazing, because obviously they are. Use the right words, because the right words will help your child aspire to those ideals. Thank you for watching. Goodbye from the original ScaryAmmi. Stay tuned to ScaryAmmi.